or welcome back to Enigma Esoteric. Today we're doing a pick a card reading for the month of July. So we're just going to look at the overall energy, what you can expect, try to get some details. I've got the cards. I'm going to pull some dates, and then I've got a charm mat, and we're going to add some charms and see what else comes up. So should be a fun reading. So we're going to have three groups here. We've got the blue umbrella, that is group 1. The yellow umbrella is group 2. And the pink umbrella is group 3. So go ahead, take a nice deep breath. Don't overthink it. Just choose whichever color or umbrella you're drawn to. And I will see you over in your reading. Okay, hello. Welcome to your reading, group 1. You guys chose the blue umbrella. Very pretty. So we are looking at the month of July. So I'm just going to pull, let's see, I'm going to start with tarot. And we're just going to see what's coming up, what you can expect, what are the energies, whatever wants to come out. So Spirit, please tap me into group 1. The energy for the month of July. What can group 1 expect? Any information you can give us? Just tap me in. What can group 1 expect in the month of July? What's the overall energy for them? Okay. More cards than I was expecting, but we'll take them. So we've got the 6 of Cups, the Star, the 5 of Wands, and the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. I think I'm just going to get all the cards and lay them out here, and then we'll dive in. Group 1. We've got allowing. I'll pull one more. Group 1. So we've got the 2nd house. Oop, nope, I just want one card, please, from each. Okay, we've got pleasure. That ties in well with the 2nd house energy, which is Taurus. So it's kind of enjoying the earthly pleasures, sensual pleasures, self-care, treating yourself. Yeah. We've got wait. Don't rush into action right now. Bide your time for better results. And let's do this deck. July for group 1. What can group 1 expect? So we've got peer. Do not fear the unknown. Find serenity in the uncertain. And got this deck. Group 1. Anything else? Healer of the ages. There. Okay. And you know, I'll just pull the tea leaf card. That's going to hold off, but I think I'll just do it now. So group 1. Spirit, what can group 1 expect in the month of July? Okay. So we've got crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Unicorn, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Let's see. Cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. And I feel like getting 2 more. I don't know. They're saying 2 more. So. All right, I guess we'll do 3. So we've got dagger, fears, worries, tense situation. Broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. We've got beetle, good fortune, and teapot, deep friendship. Oh, look at this at the bottom. We've got opportunities waiting for you. Yeah, and as I'm looking at the star card, what really popped out to me is kind of like an announcement. I was hearing like, somebody going do 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 do, a big announcement coming in. So, and I'm getting with the Six of Cups here, kind of a celebration feeling. So I feel like there's some reward coming your way or something that you've been working really hard on. Definitely here with the Five of Wands, maybe something where you've had to kind of elbow your way forward to kind of get ahead, not in a negative way or in an unethical way, but just you've had to really roll up your sleeves, put in a lot of effort and work to bring this forward, and it's coming to you. So this feels like it's to do with the second house, so that can be money, belongings, getting a loan that you were hoping to get, getting a job interview that you were really hoping to get. Maybe you've had to do a lot of legwork, kind of following up with a recruiter, I'm just following up on the job, and you're actually going to get that opportunity to interview. Yeah, I'm hearing like finance. So I feel like somebody out there maybe is like in the process of making a big purchase, buying a house, buying a car, something that is big, and you're needing that loan. So maybe you've had to kind of put all the pieces together, get the paperwork, and it's coming in. So that is definitely great news. I keep getting like some wonderful news. And with the star here, just kind of pinging, it's kind of, I'm getting like the North Node, the North Star. You're being led in the right direction. So whatever your intuition tells you, you're very much encouraged to follow it. Even if it seems completely illogical, if you're kind of going, well, I don't know, but my logical mind is telling me that that's not the way, but my heart, my gut, my intuition is really pushing me to go this other direction. You're definitely encouraged to follow your intuition, because that's your spirit team really working with you. And they're really going to give you a lot of signs along the way, like a little bit of, breadcrumbs or Easter eggs along the way to help guide you. So definitely follow those intuitive hits. For some, I'm kind of getting that you're going to get what you need. I'm hearing that Rolling Stones song, you can't always get what you want, but you get what you need. So there is something coming in that will arrive and it will be given to you. And this feels like something that you've had to earn. This doesn't feel like something that's just going to fall in your lap, but it may be different. It may look different. What the example they're giving me is like, you want a white convertible new car. You want a certain type of car and you want it to be white. And the opportunity comes up for you to buy the type of car that you want, but it's blue. So you're getting what you want, but it's kind of tweaked a little bit. It's just not exactly what you've ordered, but you are getting it. Like everything will work out just fine. So kind of allow a little bit of leeway here to not be so fixed on a particular thing. I think this kind of feels like a test of broadening your horizons and allowing room to give spirit and your team some opportunity to work and bring you what you need. Because maybe if you had purchased that white car, maybe that particular car would have had, some malfunction or something along the way, but the blue car was built much better. It's something like that. So whatever you're getting the equivalent or better, even though it may not be exactly how you envisioned it or exactly what you wanted. It will be precisely what you need, and it will be in your best interest, is what I'm hearing. For some of you here with the weight and the broken bridge, I'm hearing redirection. So kind of along the same vein of, getting what you need, but maybe not exactly what you want. There may be a delay. There may be a little bit of a delay for something that, or someone. This feels like a very like you focused month though. I'm not getting a lot of other energies here. I'm not really feeling any of that. I'm really feeling like this is very much you focused on your goals and being presented with these opportunities. But you may have to sit and wait a bit longer. I'm hearing like pieces are still aligning. This could have to do with another person, maybe a love situation or something where they're not yet in complete alignment. They have something to close out. They have something on their end that they need to do in their life that is taking up their time. So there's a bit of waiting here. It's not a denial. It's just a not right now. And there's a reason for it. So they're telling you don't rush anything, don't push anything in that regard. Just allow it to be. Try not to let your thoughts go into the negative. Stay optimistic, stay positive, because again, it's not a no. It's just a not right now because the timing isn't right. So just, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer for that. Some of you may have an opportunity coming up, or you may be faced with a crossroads, and there may be a bit of anxiety associated with it. But again, you're very much encouraged to use your intuition to move forward and make any decisions. So whatever you can do to quiet your mind, this may be kind of going out into nature. She's kind of combing her hair. She's taking care of herself. This, kind of soaking in the tub, going out to nature, being around water, being around whatever will soothe you, whatever is going to soothe you, quiet your mind, and get you to a place where you can really tap in and listen to your intuition. That would be beneficial with whatever crossroads you're faced with in terms of decisions. But you do have, we've got the second house here. We've got good fortune. We have, you guys are going to be very much blessed with abundance, with money, with opportunities. So I wouldn't worry about that. You may even be faced with an abundance of, like I said, opportunities to where it's like, I don't know which one to pick now. They're all fantastic. And I wanted a job and now I've got 3 offers and they're all really great. I don't know what to choose now. I'm hearing kind of an embarrassment of riches, if you will. So, they keep redirecting me back here. Listen to your intuition. We are guiding you. Quiet your mind and just breathe, and we will help you along the way. So pay attention to that. This may also, I'm also seeing gathering with friends here with the teapot. I'm seeing a lot of people, a lot of camaraderie, socialization. If you have a project that you're working on with others, I feel like it will be very successful. You're going to have a great team. You're going to have a great group of people. This could be your friends. This could be coworkers. This could be just, maybe you're taking a random class and you just have a great group of people and you all just really jive well together. But great month for socializing, for camaraderie, for working together with others. You'll be very, I'm hearing enlightened. I'm hearing successful in your endeavors with others, but also enlightened. So you're going to learn a lot from other people this month. You're going to gain a lot of wisdom. With the Healer of Ages, I feel like some of you, if you are trying to conceive a child, you may conceive a child this month. You may hear about a conception. It feels like it's a surprise, like, oh my gosh, so-and-so is pregnant. I had no idea, it feels very surprising and exciting. Feels very nice. I also feel if you've been in ill health recently, if you've had a lot of I'm hearing aches and pains, you're going to be finding solutions to those, and that's going to be through other people. So maybe you're going to get a referral, like somebody has a wonderful Reiki practitioner, or somebody has a great chiropractor, or somebody's been working with a naturopathic doctor and they've really had results, and they're going to kind of give you that referral, steer you in that direction. So you're going to be given the resources that you need to really improve your health as well. Just feeling if anything else is coming through here. But yeah, overall, you've got some great stuff coming to you. You've got some wonderful opportunities. You may be presented with many things. And again, follow your intuition. So looks like a great month of growth and meeting your goals. So now I'm going to pull out the charms here. I'm just going to see if I can do this without starting a fire. I'm just going to see what comes up. So this might be a little loud. So turn your volume down, but we'll just see what else Spirit wants to say about July. Okay. So we have, how do I want to start? How can I acknowledge my pain? And we have the sprout here. So they're taking me back in. If you've been experiencing physical pain, I'm feeling like lower back pain. So I don't know if somebody out there has been having kind of alignment issues. Again, they're tapping me into that referral, finding resources to remedy that, making lifestyle changes. It's a great month to do that. You're going to feel very supported. If this is emotional pain, they're telling me the way is to look back and see how far you've come. Keep patting yourself on the back. Look at all of the work that you've done. You may feel like you're on this never-ending, winding road of, every time, it feels like one step forward, two steps back, but they're saying that's not the case. You are very much emerging, you're growing, you are healing yourself, and you need to give yourself credit and look at how far you've come. What's in my recent past? And we have the I love you note. I just feel a lot of love around you. I feel a lot of loving energy. I'm really feeling that this is someone from the other side who's passed over, who just is kind of popping in here to say that they love you. So we have number 88, if that's significant. That's really what's coming through. So I don't even feel like that's in the recent past. I feel like this is just someone saying they love you and they're watching over you. They're always with you. They're supporting you, and they are also helping guide you. So the repeating numbers, 888 might be significant. I'm hearing 1988, maybe this person's birth year. But yeah, this feels like it's a message from the other side. Someone just wanting to come in and say hello and that they love you. So we have message about my health. We have salt. A lot here about health. Physical. I keep feeling physical. Like I just keep feeling like my back is just really needs to be aligned. So yeah, definitely get that taken care of if that's you out there. With the salt, I'm just getting kind of a reset, and I'm also getting to set boundaries, right? Salt is used for protection. So they're saying, don't overdo it. Don't push yourself. If you're, I have to exercise every day, but, I'm in a lot of pain. I'm just going to push through it. Set boundaries with yourself and set boundaries with other people. If you are feeling emotionally drained, and somebody, wants you to come to a family event or whatever, put yourself first. Say no. Take care of yourself. It kind of ties into this self-care that was coming through in the overall message. So definitely slow down. tap into the resources that you need to heal yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and set boundaries. Set boundaries with yourself to slow down, and set boundaries with others. If you don't feel like doing something, absolutely just no, I can't. I'm not up to it. You don't even have to explain yourself to other people. So that is definitely important. How can I increase my abundance? And we have the peppermint here. I feel like a lot of you would benefit from working with peppermint essential oils. So if you are feeling kind of run down, dragging, maybe you have a side gig or other side business that you're working on in addition to a home business, or even if you're just out and about working from home, get some peppermint essential oil and put that in a diffuser. That will definitely increase your energy, which will put you in I'm hearing an uplifted state, an uplifted mood, and it'll give you a lot of energy, and you'll be more motivated to work towards whatever this is that you're trying to do. Maybe you have to sit down and work out a budget, fire up an Excel spreadsheet, and it's just overwhelming. It's like, oh, I don't want to do it. I feel like working with that essential oil will definitely add some pep to whatever it is that you're doing. And also stepping into something new, we saw that you're going to be presented with many different opportunities. So challenge yourself maybe to step into something new. If that's what you are intuitively guided to do, be brave. Just know that you can do it. You have all the tools that you need, and yeah, just go for it is what I'm hearing. Message from Spirit Guide, we have 4. Again, I'm getting like 444, a lot of repeating numbers here. So that may be kind of a sign that's coming through for you. I feel like they just want you to focus on your stability. So this can be financial. This can be, I'm hearing getting your affairs in order. So maybe somebody does need to sit down and work out a budget and learn to stick with it. They want you to have more stability in your life, whatever that looks like for you. How can I increase my self-love? I have to look up this charm and again, we have 111. So again, repeating numbers, pay attention to that. So this is Omega, and it's eternal, the beginning and end, first and last. And so increasing your self-love, I'm just hearing, you are the beginning and the end. You are your best friend. You are all you have. And that's not a negative thing, but, learn to listen to your inner voice, to become your own best friend, to kind of do affirmations, look in the mirror, tell yourself as you're looking in the mirror, I love you. These things sound very small and insignificant, but when you're consistent and you do them, they really have a huge impact, and you can completely rewire your brain. So yeah, it's just, you are eternal. You are always going to be with yourself. So invest and do whatever you can to make yourself feel that you are your own best friend. Message from your higher self. Yeah, it kind of ties in with stability here. And this intuition, they really want you to tap in. You are being heavily guided, but I'm hearing, are you listening? So again, pay attention to repeating numbers, patterns. Talk to your team. They will show you the way. Seeing is believing. Ask them for a sign. Say, I want to see a giraffe. If this is the case, or if you can just communicate with me, show me a giraffe, and then you maybe see somebody wearing a t-shirt with a giraffe on it. So ask them for signs, and they will show them to you to help guide the way, and to also help you feel secure that they are listening to you. Just to kind of confirm, I guess. Message about my family, or was this on something? I think it was family. Some of you might be coming into an inheritance, because I'm feeling that from here. But you might be given a gift. I'm seeing like a family member. So if you have a birthday coming up or something, I see somebody being very generous with you. And this can be friends, right? This doesn't have to be your blood family. But I feel someone's going to be very generous towards you. They're going to give you a gift. They may take you out to dinner. They may buy you coffee. It's something that's unexpected. It doesn't have to be. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I got interrupted unexpectedly. So yeah, as I was saying, I see someone being very generous with you. It doesn't have to be an extravagant gift, but a nice gesture to show you they just want to give you some kindness, show you their fondness for you. It feels very nice, and it feels like it's just what you need. Like maybe you're having a bad day and then somebody says, hey, let me go get you a coffee. And it's like, it's just what you need when you need it, is what I'm hearing. So that's very nice. We have something I should start doing. We have the needle and thread. And I'm getting planning, like meticulous planning. So we saw that there's going to be a lot of opportunities, a lot of potential possibilities for you this month. So kind of start getting clear on what it is that you want to do, where you want to go, how you want to get there. You know, if there's financial requirements or something that you need to get together, start doing that. There's also, where do you need to mend yourself and mend your relationships is what I'm hearing. So mending yourself, we saw a lot of that self-care. So just taking kind of time for yourself this month to take a break, you know, assert boundaries, just really take care of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically. And also, it's a great time to work on relationships if there's been a rift with somebody in your life. I'm hearing mending bridges. So that'll be different for everyone, but if that applies to you, they're just encouraging you to kind of take those steps and extend the olive branch. So that's a beautiful energy. So I want to get some dates here. These are just potential days that could be noteworthy. So we have the 19th, the 1st, and the 5th. And since I'm filming this a little bit late in the month here, I'm feeling also the 15th. So you could have the 1st and the 5th, that whole week could have been significant for you, but the 15th and the 19th are also significant. So there could be some emotional breakthroughs coming in, or it's just a great day to really take care of yourself. So yeah, you guys have a fantastic month, and I am sending you guys all love and wishing you the best. And I'm going to go ahead and leave it here, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, hello, group 2. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the yellow umbrella. Just set that there. So we are looking at the month of July, what you guys can expect, what the energies are, what's coming up. We'll try to get as much detail. I've got some charms. I'm going to pull some numbers, or some dates, I should say, and we'll just kind of see what Spirit has to say. So Spirit, please tell me, and for those who chose group number 2. Okay. What does the month of July have in store for those who chose group 2? Wow, these are just flying out. I think I'm going to get 4. Probably just going to lay out all the cards first, and then we'll dive in. So far we've got the Devil, the Ace of Cups, the Page of Cups, wow, and the 3 of Cups. A lot of feelings here, a lot of tapping in, emotions coming to the surface. What else, Spirit? Alive for those who chose those 2. Oh, I only want 1. We have grace. Set that over here. Group 2. Coming in for the month of July for group 2. Oh wow, love. Very nice. I'm already feeling a lot of like self-love too here. Feels like maybe you guys have been feeling kind of burned out recently, like just being put through the ringer. We've got the 10th house. Yeah, maybe you're kind of workaholics, just been burning the candle at both ends. 9th house. And yeah, it just feels like you need some relief, some respite. Let's see. Let yourself receive. Allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apologies. Yeah. You guys feel like the group that usually does a lot for other people, you know, maybe at your own expense, putting yourself on the back burner. And it feels like it's really taking a toll on you. Kind of maybe always bending over backwards for people, being accommodating. And yeah, low tide, step back and take a break. Disconnect to reconnect. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Let's see, a couple more decks here. What else, Spirit? Tell me more about July. Those who chose group 2. Woman holding a coin. I only wanted one, but I guess I'll take it. Yes, Angel of Strength. Yeah, I just feel like it really, we have Angel of Balance at the bottom. Yeah, it feels heavy. I don't know what you guys have been going through recently, but it feels like there's been something that's just really taken a physical, emotional, mental toll on you. It's kind of really like you just feel burned out. Feel really just burned out all around. Okay, I wasn't going to take that many, but we will see. Oh, Rainbow, the most difficult part of a situation is over. Wishbone, a wish will not be granted. Broken wishbone. Heart, love, deep affection, and caring. Mountain Road, you're on the road to success. Bird perched, waiting for news. Package, letter. And Flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. Yeah, I've been feeling like, just as I'm tapping into this energy, there's a really like just burned out, depleted sense here. I do feel like there's different sides of the coin here, different group. I feel like for some of you, you've maybe gone through a breakup or a divorce of some sort of connection has kind of broken apart and ended. There's been a parting of the ways. And it feels like you're kind of just in bewilderment and trying to pick up the pieces and figure out how to move forward. It feels like for some of you, this was a very long-term connection too. So this may have been, 10 years or more that you've been with this person, and it's come to an end. And so there's kind of a feeling of, who am I now that I'm single? Kind of a period of self-discovery or rediscovery. I do feel that for some of you, if that's not the case, you're just burned out. It's like I said, you just maybe do a lot for other people, running around. Maybe you have a lot of, just responsibilities, taking kids, working, all of that. And it's really taking a toll. So I feel they're just telling you to take a nice deep breath this month. Yeah, as I'm doing that, I'm like, because I'm talking really fast. And so, yeah, it feels very chaotic and frantic just internally. They want you to know that the hard part is over. Whatever disappointment this was in love, you're going to start now to heal. It feels like the big pain is over with. That initial shock is coming to a close. They're helping you with that. So they're also saying to call on your angels, right? Because we have the universal law of free will. They can't intervene unless we ask them. So ask them. Just talk to them and just say, please send me love. Please send me healing. Help me heal my heart. Show me the way to rediscover myself. Who am I now? Where am I going with this? Just help guide me, hold me through this difficulty. And they absolutely will. I feel like friends are going to be, I feel like I'm hearing a lot of you like need to go out and like let your hair down and just have fun. So maybe reconnect with your friend group. It can be, I'm even hearing like somebody's dog is their best friend, you know, take your dog for a walk, go to the dog park and hang out, just spend time with whoever, you know, maybe you like to garden and that's, you know, plants are your people, so to speak. Go spend time out in your garden. Just do something that's going to replenish you and rejuvenate you. Maybe being around other people, being around animals, being around plants, nature, whatever that looks like for you. They're really highlighting that because they are acknowledging there was a lot of disappointment with whatever this is. But you are going to come ahead. You are going to rebuild yourself. But for now, they want you to just kind of take a step back and just breathe. I keep hearing that. Breathe, breathe, just breathe. A lot of you, I feel like there's a lot of inner child wounds that are maybe triggered through whatever this is. Maybe, you know, if you are somebody who's kind of burning the candle on both ends, you're taking a look back and trying to just see, you know, where did this come from? Why do I always put myself last? Is it something, you know, did I feel responsible for the family when I was a child and I had to be in that role? So I feel like there's a lot of kind of connecting the dots and putting the pieces together that's going to come up for you this month. And they're just asking you to be gentle with yourself, right? And again, call on them to ask for help, to soothe you, to send you healing. Yeah, I'm just getting a very heavy, I feel for you guys. My heart goes out to you if this is resonating with you. I can sense it's been very challenging and emotional. But they're saying you don't have to stay in this cage, right? It's a choice. The cage is open. This door, if you can see, right? The door is open. You can free yourself at any time. So they want you to know that. You're not blocked emotionally, mentally. It's not, you're not stuck. So I feel like for some of you, you may be feeling like, because I'm feeling like some of you want to go and get a new job and it's like, I've applied, I've done this and that, I've gotten, you know, additional training and I'm just, it's not coming to fruition. What's going on here? They're saying you're not stuck. You just need to step back and maybe make some tweaks on, what you're doing, your methods, I'm hearing. Is it maybe refresh your resume? There's something there. They're saying just take a step back and you'll see clearly what you need to do to make that happen. For some of you, I'm hearing if you're traveling this month, it's going to be smooth and seamless. They're showing me the news and all of these issues with airline travel and stuff. They're saying you're not going to have that. So some of you may be fearful, like, oh, you know, is it going to be a smooth plane ride? Is it going to be? Yes, it is. They want to reiterate that and reassure you. So if that's for somebody out there, I'm just kind of channeling here. Yeah, oh God, my heart just feels so heavy. I feel like you guys have just really been through it this month or these past months, and it's going to just, you're going to continue to heal, but they want you to know. They're showing me this little fish here popping out. It's like your angels, you have a whole spirit team. So if you feel like you're alone and you feel like nobody understands you, you have no one to talk to about what's gone on, they're saying we're here, you know, you have us, talk to us, you know, ask us for help. They keep reiterating that. So you guys may also be the group that, you know, feels like you have to do it all, and, you know, asking for help is kind of a fate worse than death, and it's not. They want you to reach out to people in your 3D life and also to your spirit team for the assistance, because they're saying we're here, we're ready to help you at any time. All you need to do is ask. For some of you, if you're waiting on news about finance, money that you've been waiting on, I'm hearing like rebate, warranty, something that you're owed. It's going to be coming in this month. And I'm hearing it'll be successfully resolved. So I'm not sure exactly what that is, but they're saying it will come in. It's exactly what you need, what you agreed on, and it'll be, you won't have to jump through all these hoops to attain it. There is a letter of acceptance coming in, so I feel like it is tied to finance. So if you applied for a loan, you know, a car loan, a house loan, if you're in the process of buying a house or wanting to rent a place to live, your application will be approved. Yeah, and they keep taking me back here to this disappointment that has gone on. They're just saying, you don't see everything when you're a human in this life, you know, and you're here in the density of the 3D world. Your spirit team sees a lot more, and they can see. I'm seeing somebody standing at like the top of a mountain looking out at the vista, and it's like humans, we're down here at the base of the mountain. We can't really see. We don't have the vantage point that they do, that spirit does, that your spirit team does. So they're saying whatever disappointment you've recently faced, there was a reason for it. And they're saying it's cliche, you know, rejection is divine protection or redirection or however you want to phrase it. But they're saying it really was in this case. And they're just telling you, don't doubt that. We have your best interests at heart, and we were protecting you. So we're always protecting you. It may feel difficult now, and you may just kind of be really upset, like, why didn't this come through? Or why did things have to end? Whatever this may be, they just want you to know they have your best interests at heart. And they're saying, they're taking you back to this fish and saying, even if you're angry with us, go ahead and tell us, talk to us, open up. There's a lot of wanting you to open up emotionally, especially this month as you're navigating this heaviness. For some, that may look like getting some formal counseling, working with a professional, maybe doing some other healing modalities like Reiki, getting some sort of massages, something that's going to put you back into your body and also be very healing is beneficial for you. But they're saying once you work through this, and you will, there's some good stuff on the horizon for you. But for now, your task is to just love yourself, give yourself time and patience, and work with your spirit team, and just do things that bring you happiness. That's all you need to do. But they acknowledge that you are strong and that you may have, you know, taken on a lot more that wasn't yours, I'm hearing. Yeah, but they really are reiterating to talk to them and that you are supported. So I don't know if you guys really feel like you have nobody in your corner, because they're just taking you back to this fish, like, we're here, we're always here for you. So yeah, this is an unexpected monthly reading. I didn't expect it to be this, you know, heavy, but that's what they wanted to talk about. So now I'm gonna pull up some charms, and we'll see what else they have to say here. This might get a little loud, so you might want to turn down your volume. Okay. Okay. So we have, how can I acknowledge my pain? And we have this castle here. Kind of reminds me, got the lighting in here today. Hopefully you can see that. It's a castle, reminds me of Disneyland. And I'm hearing, so how can you acknowledge your pain? They're saying, don't run away from it. Don't run away from it. Don't avoid it. Sometimes there may be a tendency to kind of live in the imagination in order to avoid working with the hard stuff or dealing with the hard stuff. And they're saying, just confront it. Acknowledge your pain. Feel it to heal it. Don't be afraid to confront it. Running away is only going to prolong it, is what they're saying. Message about my career. We've got the bee here. So I feel like you're going to be very busy. And again, if you have been burning the candle at both ends, they're just asking you to, I'm hearing be more meticulous. I'm not sure. Let me see. Be more meticulous. Be more selective about your time. Be selective and intentional about your time, the projects that you take on, saying yes when you really want to say no. Don't be afraid to say, I don't have the bandwidth to do this right now. Because I do feel that it's still going to be quite busy, but this is an opportunity for you to really put your boundaries into action here. And I'm hearing like test the waters, see what works for you. Really work on your confidence to say no. That's what's coming through. Energy I should embody. We have the anchor here. Yeah, they're wanting you to be really rooted and grounded. And I feel like this ties back to how can I acknowledge maybe some difficulties, things that you've been avoiding. They're saying don't run away from it. Drop down into your body, drop down and deal with what disappointments, what heaviness has transpired here in these past few months to help clear it. Because, it feels like maybe even a cord cutting would be good for you guys, I'm hearing. Some of you might benefit from doing a cord cutting as well. But there's a real need to kind of be rooted, grounded in the situation and just focused on your personal healing. How can I feel complete? We've got the waves here. Again, they're taking me to emotions come and go. They're saying, just ride the wave. If you feel like crying, then cry. If you feel like getting angry, then, get angry and just don't fight it. Sometimes, especially when it comes to crying, in our society, we really are fearful of that. We're always told as children, don't cry. And crying needs to happen. It's an emotional release. So, I usually just go to the bathroom and let it out. Just sit there and just have a really good cry. Sometimes you just really need that. So there's a lot here about like confronting your emotions and how you're feeling and letting them out, not hiding them, not suppressing them. Just let it out. Yeah. What should I avoid? We have this kind of road that's never ending, kind of looks like the infinity symbol here. They want you to, as you're dropping in, it's interesting how this is all tying in together. They want you to identify patterns of behavior from yourself, patterns of behavior from others that maybe you tolerate, and kind of dissect it and dig deep and go into what is the source or the root of these patterns, and what am I willing to accept, what am I not willing to accept, and kind of, I'm hearing like break the chain. So if you've been caught in a never-ending loop with another person, right? It also ties in here with the Devil card. That can also be about restriction, patterns just going over and over. They want you to really dive in, look at that, and make an effort. So there's a lot of sitting here this time around, this month, and thinking about how you want to move forward and doing it in terms of maybe cutting people off, cutting off energies that are draining you. Yeah, there's a lot about that. And then we have, how can I acknowledge blessings? And we have the perfume here. It feels like what I'm getting with this is I'm hearing like just a ritual of thanks. So just being more in a space of gratitude. It's kind of like when you smell something sweet or somebody's wearing a nice perfume and they walk by you and it just wafts in the air and you're just kind of looking or smelling going, oh, that smells so divine. It's just being in a state of gratitude is really going to uplift your spirit. So they're saying you don't have to thank us profusely or, thank anybody profusely. It's just nice to acknowledge it and really come from a place of rooted, centered love is what I'm hearing. Centered love and appreciation, and it's really going to elevate your vibration and it's going to bring in more blessings. So that is a beautiful message. I'm going to pull some dates now. These are just dates that may or may not be significant. We have the 12th, the 8th, and the 21st. Interesting, the juxtaposition there of the 12th and the 21st. I'm hearing from the 12th to the 21st too is going to be significant. I'm hearing a significant period of growth. So what is that, like the last half of the month? Yeah, but either way, these could just be great days to go and get some Reiki or a massage or go sit in the garden or, get out and socialize, journal, whatever is going to be soothing to you. And these days may also be significant for that money or that letter of acceptance that I was picking up on. So it'll be different for everybody, but yeah, gosh, what an incredible reading this was. So I hope it brought you guys some peace and some clarity. And I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. I'm wishing you guys a wonderful month ahead. And I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. All right. Hello. Welcome to your reading, Group 3. You guys chose the pink umbrella. So I'll just set that right there. And today we are looking at the month of July. So let's see what July has in store for you guys. What are the energies? Anything Spirit wants to tell us. So Spirit, please tap me into those who chose this group. What can they expect in the month of July? What does July have in store for them? Okay, 3 of Wands. Month of July. Ooh, flying out. Okay, we have the Hanged Man, the Hermit, and grab one more, and the 6 of Wands. Okay, I'm probably going to just pull all the cards and get them out on the table here, and then we'll dive in. The month of July, Spirit, those who chose this group. Abundance. It's only going to take one, but take it. Pleasure. Nice. Okay. A couple more decks here. Tell me more, Spirit, please. Month of July for those who chose this group. What can they expect? What are the energies? What to be aware of? We have light. Month of July. Group 2. I'm sorry, Group 3. Not going to take those. I think I said group 2 because their reading was very kind of intense and they're kind of in the thick of something, and it feels like your group is more like you're coming out of something that has been kind of intense. And we have Aquarius. So we have Neptune and Aquarius. So I think that's why I was... It's like you guys are at the tail end of something heavy. Yeah, we have protection. You, your loved ones, and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. Very nice. Group 3. The sea urchin, maneuver with tenacity, be methodical. One more duck. It's too many. July, spirit for this group. Tell me more. What can they expect? Oh, walking away. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get some tea leaf cards. Okay, July. July, spirit, coming in. So let's see what we have here. Dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. And we definitely see that with abundance. Firecracker, excitement. Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assure a success. Bird flying, news is on the way. Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Okay. I feel like I want to get one more to this deck. I don't know why, but we'll see. They're telling me. Okay, you told me to pull one more. You're not delivering it. Spirit. What else do you want to say? What else do you want to say for July? Okay, yeah. So we have the broken heart. So you guys, I had mentioned group 2, they have some very heavy energies to do with loss, disappointment, you know, something ending, being very burnt out, heavy stuff. And it feels like you guys are coming out of this. Like you guys maybe in the last few months have been in that energy where you felt very kind of defeated. Some of you may have ended a long-term relationship, or you may have experienced some sort of romantic heartbreak. And it feels like this month you're coming out of it. Because I'm hearing that Diana Ross song, I'm Coming Out. So it's like there's a, you've done your crying, your grieving, your mourning, and it's like now you're ready, the sun is shining, and you want to just kind of be out and about. You're getting your energy back. Your light is coming back as I'm drawn to these 2 cards here. So yeah, I feel like this is past energy, the Hanged Man, the Hermit, right? Being very insular, kind of going deep, going within. It's like she has the magnifying glass here. So there's been a lot of soul searching, I feel, and it's kind of led you down some dark pathways, some shadows that you've had to deal with. But it's with the 6 of Wands here, it's like You're embracing your light. It's almost like you're eating your light, and now it's going to be within and it's going to shine. So I feel like you're going to be very magnetic. You're going to find that people are drawn to you, children, animals, people are just really drawn to your light. I feel like you guys are going to be, I'm hearing the life of the party. So if you're going to, I don't know, like a 4th of July party or some sort of like summer pool party, barbecue, you're going to be kind of like the belle of the ball. Everybody's going to want to be around you. They're going to want to talk to you. Your energy is very infectious, as is your light. So I'm hearing it's a great time to network. If you're looking to make professional connections, if you're looking to make personal connections, it's a great time to be out there. You are very magnetic and attractive. Your frequency is very attractive, and you're going to really draw in people who are also at that frequency. So it's a great time for that. I'm just tapping in here. What else is... Yeah, you're going to have some good news coming along the way. Some good news in terms of money, finance, opportunities, something that you've been really waiting on, you've been counting on. For some of you, it might be some sort of like settlement or some sort of cash payment is coming your way. I feel like for some of you, there is going to be an opportunity to, I'm hearing not walk away, but step away from something. And this feels like it's employment, or maybe it's a side project that you're working on and you've been maybe feeling burned out, or you're maybe not seeing the return of your investment of time and energy and money. So I feel like you're going to take a time out from that and just step away and kind of regroup and decide how you want to approach it. Come back with a new plan. I'm also hearing a rebranding. So there's something to do with that. But you guys are very creative. I feel like you're very eclectic, and you're kind of out of the box type of people. And you have some fantastic ideas. And you can make money off of these ideas. I'm hearing some of you can even do some sort of consulting work, offer your services as a consultant of some sort. Maybe a lot of you freelance, you do like graphic arts design, or you do something in the creative arts. Some of you are maybe you're like financial planners. I'm hearing like certified financial planners. There's something where you have some sort of skill set, but you approach problems in a unique way, and it would be very beneficial for other people out there to hire you for that. So if you've been toying around with the idea of offering your services, as a freelancer or a side gig or consulting, they're definitely giving you the thumbs up for that. Spirit saying definitely go for that. For others, like I said, you may be stepping back and kind of regrouping and rebranding yourself, and maybe coming up, wiping the slate clean and coming up with a whole new concept for whatever it is that you do. So that's, and they're saying take your time with that. With the protection card, it's like you're not going to miss out. So if you're feeling like, I want to step away, but I feel like I'm going to lose momentum, I'm going to lose followers or something, don't worry about that. Your skill set, your talents, it's very much protected. Spirit is going to kind of help you navigate this so you can come back stronger. So you don't have to worry about loss or losing anything or losing anyone along the way. For some, you're going to be facing a choice here. And you're being asked to really, kind of take a step back, maybe sit with any decisions or opportunity that is presented to you. I'm seeing somebody write up like a list of pros and cons, you know, with a line in the middle, and kind of trying to decide if what's being offered is right for them. This can be a variety of things. I'm not getting anything specific, but I am getting a job offer that requires relocation. So that's something to consider, you know. Is this an area that you want to live? You know, make sure you look at like cost of living analysis and see, make sure that it's comparable or that you'll be okay. They're just saying to kind of slow down with any big decisions and just formulate a plan. Pay attention to your dreams too, because there's a lot of guidance that your spirit team, your higher self are going to be relaying to you in your dreams. So keep a dream journal right when you wake up. You know, look at the main themes of what your dreams were telling you. Yeah, that's definitely coming through. So they're going to really be heavy with dream work for you this month. So definitely take advantage of that. Pay attention as you go to bed. You can ask your guides to assist you with a problem or a dilemma or a decision, and they will help you through your dreams. Likewise, if you feel like you're dreaming too much, or you're kind of, you know, out in the astral and you're waking up tired because you don't feel like you've had any sleep, you can also ask your spirit team, you know, tonight I just need some really good rest. So if you could just help me out with that. They'll pull back and let you get caught up on your rest, right? Because we are humans and we do need our sleep. So our bodies can kind of recalibrate. But yeah, I feel a very glowing energy with you. I feel a lot of confidence too, as I'm drawn to this yellow flower, like a lot of solar plexus chakra energy. Yeah, I'm hearing you're firing on all cylinders this month. So be sure to take time to rest, rejuvenate, replenish your energy. Because I do feel you're going to be, like they said, the belle of the ball. And, you know, if you're somebody who gets kind of burned out being around a lot of people for a long period of time, make sure you do something to replenish your energy. But yeah, there's some exciting news coming. It does feel it has to do with money, with growth, with expansion. Yeah. Wow. That is wonderful. So now I'm going to do some charms. We've got a little mat here, and I want to see what else Spirit has to say. So this may get a little loud. Just go ahead and turn down your volume. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Well, since this is, you know, I'm going to leave it there. Okay. So we have, this feels more, how can I feel more inspired? So we've got the medal here with the number 82 on it. And this feels like you've done a lot in your life. You've accomplished a lot. I'm hearing like writing down an accomplishments list. This can be material accomplishments or emotional accomplishments, right? Barriers you've overcome emotionally, healing that you've done. It can be a mix of both. But they're saying to really reflect back on your wins, so to speak. And that is going to really give you, like, pump you up and give you a lot of momentum to keep going forward. So especially if you're feeling burned out about whatever it is that you're doing, side gig, your career, just something where you feel like, oh, I gotta take a break here and regroup. Definitely take some time to acknowledge how far you've come and how much you have accomplished. And that will really kick in your inspiration, and it'll really motivate you. So we have this guy here, And we have, how can I increase my self-love? So we have the clover, 31, and we also have the gift. So I feel like when it's landing like that, they're saying both. So how can you increase your self-love? They're saying to gift yourself, right? Don't be afraid to treat yourself to something. You know, we've got the pleasure card here. That can be anything. It can be purchasing a crystal that you want to work with. It can be purchasing a massage, maybe getting a facial, whatever it is that is something that's going to make you feel really relaxed, calm, and good about yourself. Something that just puts a smile on your face, really, and makes you feel kind of a warmth within. You know, we always say you can't buy happiness, but you can buy you can buy moments of pleasure, of excitement, of, yeah, I'm hearing rejuvenation. So that will also enhance your self-love, your feeling of worth, right? Rewarding yourself. And this also feels tied into gratitude, you know, increasing your self-love, looking back, as I was saying, you know, doing a gratitude journal or writing down, you know, all the times that you've maybe received a compliment from someone and it just filled you up and just really made you kind of glow for the rest of the day. Kind of, you don't have to write it down, just maybe do a mental review of times when you've given somebody a compliment and you could see their face light up and you just know that it really impacted them and just for the better. I'm hearing all the ways that you are a blessing, that your presence here in this lifetime, on this planet, at this moment is a blessing. So I also feel like your guide team here is just saying that they really appreciate you and the light that you bring, right? We have the light card. You're such a giver and your energy just really radiates and inspires and affects everyone around you for the better. And so we did see, you know, news is on the way and excitement. So I do feel like you will be getting some sort of a reward or a gift also for that, for your efforts. So that is something to look forward to, and that is very nice. Love life. We have the elephant here with a little box on top, which I guess holds a person. So for traveling, I'm hearing there's something about past life energy, they're telling me. Closing out a karmic cycle. So you may have had a lot of connections in this life where they felt kind of like a lot of work, so to speak. And they're just saying that you came into this life in this area, in romance and love, even in family, right? And you came here to close out a lot of contracts that you've had with people throughout many lifetimes. So I don't feel this isn't about like what's coming in love or anything for this month, but they're acknowledging that you are doing a great job of navigating this because it's not easy. You know, it's bringing up a lot of pain and hurt, and it's coming from past lives, many, many lives that you've had with these people, but you are closing them out. So that is an acknowledgement and kind of a kudos to you for the work that you've done. So we have message about family. We've got the shadow here. Some of you may be a little bit triggered this month. There may be some stuff coming up that kind of puts you back in your shadow, because I feel like you've done a lot of shadow work here the past few months, but there may just be some residual shadow work, some residual energy that kind of needs to be cleared this month, and it may have to do with family. you know, childhood stuff. It may even be past life stuff coming up as well, to do with, you know, families that you've been in other lives. And I feel like it ties into the dreams. So that may be, you may be purging a lot of this also in the dream realm, in the astral, and doing a lot of this. Yeah, interesting. How to acknowledge blessings, and we have the abundance. I'm hearing just receive. How can you acknowledge them? Just open your hands and be open to receiving the blessings. Don't be in a space of, oh, I don't deserve it, or I haven't really earned this. If the universe is blessing you with something, it can be something tangible, it can be something spiritual, a gift enhancement, you know, opening your third eye, or your crown chakra, you know, giving you a lot of insight, downloads. Doesn't have to necessarily be material. Just be open to receiving. That's all you have to do. Yeah. I'm just feeling if I'm getting anything else. Kind of doing more channeling today. Yeah, so now I'm going to pull some dates here. These could be significant. So we've got the 1st, the 23rd, and the 3rd. This can also be the 13th or the 31st. Yeah, so the last couple of weeks of July are notable, I'm hearing. Noteworthy. They're not telling me what that is, but they're just saying it's a noteworthy time. So I don't know if that's when this news or this abundance that's on the way is going to come in, maybe the last half of the month, but it is a noteworthy time. So yeah, interesting reading. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. I hope this brought you guys some peace and some clarity. I am wishing you all a wonderful month of July, and I will see you again in the next one. You guys take care. Bye-bye.